Hello again, everybody. We are back again today for number 47. So many incredible people in my life. So please, just keep watching and sharing. It matters because we all matter. And I want you to help me show the world how. Help me tell our loved ones why they are important and loved before it's too late. Before we are saying these things about the people we love at their funerals. Help me tell them right now, today. Help me save a life. Okay, so this one is another pretty deep one. This boy was one of the few friends that still continued to talk to and hang out with me when all the others began to drop away while I was on probation. He would still hit me up, talk for hours on end, hang out with me, take me places, we'd go play pool. And sometimes he would even let me use his phone to talk to the girl that I was long distance dating all through that going down. He was one of the best friends that I've ever had, and even got in real close with my family. When I broke up with the long distance girl and lost my internet privileges, it was just a few months before Christmas. And instead of making any moves to contact the ex that I was so desperately missing, I held my ground on that one, and randomly me and this boy decided to try and start dating instead. I was running away, and a part of my mind knew that, but I don't think he did. And we played out our tryst for several weeks. We ended shortly after Christmas, but it had been a very long time since I had dated a boy, and I legitimately tried to just be with him. Like, the hanging out wasn't too difficult because we already did that all the time, but we began to actually like cuddle and kiss and bullshit like a real couple. And for a little while it was okay, and he gave me love and light and something to look forward to, a potential future in a very small portion of my mind. I went there. Something tangible and real to work towards. But like I said, it was only for a short time. But he saved my life every day that he gave me the gift of his love. And within that time, we did eventually end up having sex, which, for me, at this point, hadn't happened since before I walked out of the ex's house that night. Months and months before actually beginning my probation. Almost a year at that point. And there was a very real side of me that was ready to give my life to this boy, to try. Until that moment. Because yet again, right after I slept with him, I felt gross, dirty, wrong. And I tried to ignore it because I did love him. I knew I loved him. And just be normal. But I guess he must have felt it too. Because shortly after it happened, he began to drop off too. Started texting and calling less and less. Would rarely ever come over. And eventually just disappeared. And that hurt terribly. But for the time that he was there, I owe this boy my life. He probably doesn't know it, but many of those nights that he stayed over and would listen to me cry, I most likely wouldn't still be here if he hadn't been. And that matters so fucking much. That matters more than the hurt of him leaving the way he did. So many days and nights that just by being there with me, he saved me from my thoughts and from the friendship of a blade. So Garret, episode 47 is for you, boyo. It doesn't matter how or why you left even. I've already forgiven you for it because I knew it wasn't right to. I still love you anyways, because just by being yourself and being here and alive with all of us, you saved a life. My life. Just because you loved me. And no amount of thanks will ever be big enough for that. I am here today because of you. You are an intelligent and funny and beautiful man. And I hope your life is just as beautiful, because you deserve it. Everything about who you are is valuable and important in this world. You matter, and you will always matter. Episode 47, Garret.